Good morning students. This is a video for the students of class 8th subject science. We were studying chapter number 14, that is chemical effects of electric current. This is your lecture number 2. Topics to be covered in this lecture are: first is detection of weak current. Means in this topic we will study that how can we detect the weak current, and second is chemical effect of electric current. And to study the chemical effect of electric current, we will study a process that is electrolysis. So let's start. So students, in the previous lecture we have learnt about the conductivity of liquids, right? And I have already told you that the water which contains impurity conduct electricity, and the distilled water or pure water which is free from impurities does not conduct electricity. And for showing the conductivity of liquids, we have already done an activity and we will come to a conclusion, that is, if the bulb which is connected to these wire glows, it means what? The liquid which we have taken in the beaker conduct electricity. And if this bulb does not glow, then this shows the water which is in beaker does not conduct electricity. Okay, now how the bulb glows? So students, bulb glows due to the heating effect of electric current. Because due to heating effect of electric current, the filament of the bulb gets heated to a high temperature and it starts glowing. Means on receiving the current, the bulb starts glowing. Okay. But you know, some liquids conduct electricity and even after that the bulb does not glow. But why? So students, it happens in the case when the strength of current is too weak. When the current is too weak, the filament does not get heated sufficiently and it does not glow. This is the reason. When the strength of current is too weak, then the filament does not get heated sufficiently and does not glow. It happens with those liquids which are not good conductors of electricity. But now the question is, how can we check the flow of electric current from these liquids? How can we check? How to check the weak current in circuit? Okay, now we will study that how to check the weak current in circuit. So, for detecting the weak current in circuit, or if we want to detect even small amount of current flowing through the liquid, then two materials can be used, that is LED and magnetic compass. LED, the full form of LED is light emitting diode. L for light, E for emitting, and D for diode. Now, what is LED? LED, light emitting diode, is an electric device that starts emitting light even when a weak current flows through it. It means LED glows on receiving the weak amount of current also. Okay, or less amount of current also. LED works when the strength of current is too weak. Okay, it also glows on receiving the less amount of current. So, let us study more about LED. There are two wires called leads attached to an LED. This is a picture of LED. Here, two wires are attached to an LED and these two wires are called leads. You can see clearly that one lead is longer and other is slightly shorter, right? And this longer lead is always connected to positive terminal of battery, and this shorter lead is always connected to negative terminal of battery. And this LED is also available in different colors, like this is a red color, and LED also available in green color also, yellow color also. Okay, and what is the main function? That it can detect the weak amount of current also. Okay, this LED can detect even small amount of current flowing through the liquids. So for detecting this small amount of current flowing through the liquid, LED can be used. Now the next is magnetic compass. Magnetic compass is also used to detect the small amount of current. Okay, and if a magnetic compass is placed near a current carrying wire, it gets deflected. Actually, in the magnetic compass, there are two needles like this. There are two needles, and when it is placed near a current carrying wire, then it gets deflected. It means when the magnetic compass deflected, or the deflection in the magnetic compass shows that some amount of current is flowing through the liquid. It shows the presence of current through the liquid or through the circuit, and this is called magnetic effect of current. Means this works on the principle of magnetic effect of current. A magnetic compass can detect very weak current also. It is an advantage that it can detect even small amount of current flowing through the liquid. So for detecting the small amount of current flowing through the liquid, we can also use magnetic compass. So for detecting the small amount of current, we can use LED and magnetic compass. So students, let's perform an activity. Activity number 3. The aim of this activity to check the conductivity of fuel liquids. Means in this we try to check that whether a given liquid is conductive in nature or not. Okay, and for performing this activity, things required are matchbox, compass, battery, wire. First of all, take a empty tray of matchbox. This is the empty tray of matchbox, and place a small compass inside it. Suppose now I am placing a compass inside this empty tray of matchbox. Suppose this is a compass having two needles. These are the two needles. And then wrap an electric wire like this. Wrap an electric wire on it and connect one end of the wire to the positive terminal of the battery and take another piece of wire and connect the other end of the battery with it. Means with the negative terminal of the battery, connect another wire in this way. And from this side also Connect the wires. These are the free ends of the wire. And if you join these free ends of the wire for a few seconds, then you will observe a deflection in the compass needle. Means the needles of the compass will move from its original position. That is called deflection. Means you will observe a deflection in the compass needle when you connect these wires for few seconds. Now it is ready to test different liquids. For example, if you want to test the lemon juice, then place a beaker under these wires and fill this beaker with the lemon juice. And if compass needle shows deflection, it means what? This lemon juice, good conductor of electricity. And if compass needle does not show deflection, then it means the liquid which you have taken in the beaker does not conduct electricity. So students, now we will test the liquids which is given in this table. Okay, we want to test the liquids that whether they conduct electricity or not. So, our first liquid is lemon juice. Can compass needle deflect? Yes or no? So, if we take lemon juice in a beaker, then it shows deflection. Yes, it shows deflection. It means what? It is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so our next liquid is vinegar. Compass needle will not show any deflection when we take vinegar in a beaker. So write here no. Why? Because it is a poor conductor of electricity. Third is tap water. On taking tap water in a beaker, compass needle shows deflection. So yes, it means it is a good conductor. Vegetable oil, compass needle shows no deflection, so it is a poor conductor. Milk is a good conductor. Honey is a poor conductor, and orange juice shows deflection, so it is a good conductor. It means in this way we can check the conductivity of different liquids. Okay, and very important topic of this chapter is chemical effects of electric current. Basically, we are going to study the effects of electric current in liquids. Okay. When electric current is passed through liquids or solution which conduct electricity, some chemical reaction takes place. It means when electric current is passed through conducting solutions or liquids, then some chemical changes are seen in them. And two processes illustrate this chemical effect of electric current, which are electrolysis and electroplating. These are the two processes which describe the chemical effect of electric current. So we will study now electrolysis. To understand more about electrolysis, let us perform an activity. Activity number 4. The aim of this activity to study the effect of current on conducting liquids. Means in this activity, by this activity, we will study the effect of current in conducting liquids or solution. Okay. For this, material required are discarded cells, battery and some wires. First of all, take two carbon rods carefully from two discarded cells. These are two carbon rods. Okay. Now clean their metal caps with sandpaper. These are the metal cap. Clean their metal cap with the sandpaper. And now wrap copper wires around the metal caps, like in this way. I am wrapping the copper wires. Okay, wrap copper wires around the metal caps of the carbon rods and join them to a battery. Now join these wires to a battery. Join them to a battery in this way. This is the positive terminal of the battery and this is the negative terminal. Now we call these two rods as electrodes. Okay. Now these two rods become electrodes. These are called electrodes. Okay. Now take some water in a beaker and add a teaspoonful of salt or few drops of lemon juice to water to make it more conducting. Okay. Now immerse these two electrodes in this solution. Okay. As shown in this picture, and make sure the metal caps of the carbon rods are outside of the water. They should be outside of the water. Now wait for 3-4 minutes. After 3-4 minutes, you will observe gas bubbles near the electrodes. And the formation of gas bubbles indicates that a chemical reaction is taking place. Okay, this shows that some chemical reaction is taking place. It means what? When electric current is passed through conducting solution, because the lemon juice or the salt solution is conducting in nature. So when electric current is passed through conducting solution, chemical changes are seen in them. Chemical reactions takes place. Some gas bubbles formed near the electrodes. So what we have observed, that when electrodes are immersed in conducting liquid and current is passed, then some bubbles, some gas bubbles form near the electrodes. Now here we know that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, right? Because the chemical formula of water is H2O, means water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So in this, the bubbles of oxygen and the bubbles of hydrogen are formed, and the bubbles of oxygen are formed on the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Means this electrode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So here bubbles of oxygen formed. Bubbles of oxygen are formed on this electrode. Okay, and the hydrogen gas bubbles are formed on the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So on this electrode, hydrogen gas bubbles are formed. On this electrode, hydrogen gas bubbles are formed. and on this electrode oxygen gas bubbles are formed. Okay, and this formation of gas bubbles indicates that a chemical reaction is taking place, and the chemical reaction is water on passing electricity, then hydrogen and oxygen gas bubbles are formed. This is the chemical reaction which are taking place during electrolysis of water. In this, there is a decomposition of an electrolyte by passing electric current. There is a decomposition of hydrogen and oxygen on the electrodes on passing electric current. So students, what is electrolysis? The decomposition of an electrolyte by passing electric current through conducting solution. Okay, and it may result in the formation of gas bubbles, and sometimes there is a change in color of the solution. Sometimes the color of the solution can also change in this process. So this is all about electrolysis method. Uses of electrolysis. Now what are the uses of this process? First is, it is used for extraction of metals from their ores. Second is, it is used for the manufacture of chemicals like chlorine gas, hydrogen gas, etc., which are used in industries on a large scale. Third is, it is used for refining metals. Metals like zinc, copper and silver are refined using this process. So these are the various uses of electrolysis process. So students, now we will discuss the homework solution of previous lecture. First question was, which of the following does not conduct electricity? So the answer is rubber. Rubber does not conduct electricity. Which of the following conduct electricity? So the answer is tap water and lemon juice. They both can conduct electricity. Second question, fill in the blanks. A part. Metals are dash conductors of electricity. So the answer is metals are good conductors of electricity. Dash water is free of salt and impurities. So you can write pure water or distilled water. Okay. Is free of salt and impurities. Third, true false. Rubber is a good conductor of electricity. This statement is false. Rubber is a insulator of electricity. That's why this statement is false. B part, lemon juice is a poor conductor of electricity. This statement is also false because lemon juice is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so write false. Impurities in water increase its conductivity. This statement is true. Impurities in water increase its conductivity. Question number 4. Give 2 examples of good conductor of electricity. So you can write metals, okay, and human body. Human body is also a good conductor of electricity. So the answer is metals and human body. Human body is also a good conductor of electricity. Okay. Question number 5. Is distilled water a good conductor of electricity? Yes or no? Distilled water means pure water. Is pure water a good conductor of electricity? No, it is a poor conductor of electricity. Okay, so the answer is no. So student, your today's homework is, first question is multiple choice question. A part, when electrolysis of water is carried out, water is decomposed into, options are oxygen gas only, hydrogen gas only, both hydrogen and oxygen, and last option is oxygen and copper. B part is, electrolysis is used for extraction of metals, manufacturing of chemicals, refining of metals, all of these. C part, which of the following can be used as a tester to check the flow of current through a liquid? Options are copper wire, LED, iron spoon, any of these. Question number 2 is, fill in the blanks. A part, the full form of LED is dash. B part, the shorter lead of the LED is always connected to the dash terminal of the battery. C part is, when electric current is passed through a solution, a dash reaction occurs. Last question is, what is electrolysis? List 3 uses of electrolysis. So these are 3 questions you have to do in your fair notebook today. So this ends for today's lecture. Thank you.